What's up, people? It's JankGames here, and this is just not gonna be scripted, just like the 1,000 sub video, because it just doesn't feel right to script them. So if I'm just stuttering or making no sense or whatever, it's because I didn't write this down. I didn't write anything down, so I'm just kind of talking. I let it rock, but I had to do a video. You know, I didn't do one for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, but that's because, I mean, it happened so fast. I didn't really have time to sit there and like make anything. So I was like, man, shoot, if I hit 5,000, I'll have to do it then. And then, bro, I hold on, because in the spirit of Zay, the character that I made for this channel, I gotta put the hat on for this video, you know? So, you know, that's what we gonna do. Don't put the hat on for the video, you know? Oh, man, I gotta look like such a dork right now, bro. Especially, but I'm whatever. Anyway, 5,000, bro. It's crazy because I literally January 1st, 12 a.m. I took a screenshot. Maybe I'll show the screenshot on the screen somewhere. I took a screenshot. I don't remember what the sub number was. It was like 2,000 something. And I was like, this is going to be what I use. And by the end of the year, I want to see how much this number changes from that number to whatever it is on December 31st of 2024. Because I was just like, you know, I didn't have a marker for last time, because last time I started in May, and then I was at 0, and then I jumped all the way to what? It was like 1980 something at the time, you know? And I was like, this time I want to have a direct screenshot of where I was at, you know? And so I took that. That was January 1st. We are January 10th, and we're past 5. I think it's 5181 at the time of me recording this. And I just, bro, I don't know what I'm supposed to even say. I don't know what I'm supposed to even say, because I didn't, you know, I never really expected such a huge jump all of a sudden. I know where it came from, you know, like I have a lot of, there was one subscriber I have that I think is just vibing, who's always in my comment section constantly. And that person asked me to do a Skibidi Toilet reaction video, and I was like, sure, why not? You know, somebody asked for it, I'll do it. I had no interest in Skibidi Toilet at all, you know. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, I'll do it though, you know, why not? And I did watch that, and that video blew up. Like, I mean, it was at 200 views for 2 weeks, and then suddenly I wake up in the morning, I check my phone, as every morning I check my YouTube statistics, because I'm just curious, you know. Every morning I wake up and I see this video that was at 2. I'm like, first of all, I see I gained like, I don't know, like 100 subs, and I'm like, what just happened? Where did these come from? What just happened? And I go and look at my YouTube 2 weeks ago, my Skibidi Toilet video, from 200 to 3,000 views. I'm like, what? I'm like, why? I don't know. Where did that come from? And then after that, it just kept going and going and going, and now it's over 100,000, which that is a number I can't even like mathematically comprehend. It's like, that is 100,000, like 110,000 or whatever it is, people that watched that, or like maybe not even watched it, but like looked at it, or like, it's just a number that I couldn't even begin to fathom at my state right now. At like, 5,000 subs is a lot, don't get me wrong, but like, that's a lot of people. Even 5,000 people being subscribed is a lot of people. Like, especially when I didn't even know what to put my goal at for the end of the year, because I didn't know how fast it was going to grow. It was just growing. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to put my goal at the end of this year right now. Like, I'm inclined to put it at 10,000, but that feels so high. Like, but at the same time, I'm already like, it's been what, 3,000 plus subs almost since, or like the year start. I don't even know where to go. Like, I started this channel, like I said in my 1,000 sub video, on a whim, because some friends asked me to do a reaction. I say this all the time. You might be tired of me saying that that's the storyline for me, but that's literally what happened. I never planned to keep the gaming channel alive, and then I just decided, you know, whatever. And so I did, and I was playing games for a while. People caught on, people started watching, and then, I don't know, I started seeing the same faces in my comments all the time, or I say faces, obviously I didn't see your faces, you know what I mean though, right? Like I see you guys and I recognize the same names, like and I'm just like, that's the coolest thing in the world, to see the same people over and over, always saying stuff, supporting me. Like, I just, it's gonna sound bad, but it's like, you gotta wonder why, you know? It's just kind of like, I'm just some dude. I can't even stress that enough. Like, it just feels like I'm just a guy. And it's just like, and all these people are like supporting and are like, yo, I want you to get to this sub goal, you deserve more of this and that. So this one person was like, yo, I can't wait till you're at 100,000 subs. And I'm like, 100,000? I'm literally, I'm at 5K right now. You want me to get there? I'm already happy with the 5K. Like, I'm just rambling at this point, but I didn't have a linear plan for what to talk about. I just have these things that I have sitting in my head from, you know, what I've been witnessing recently. And I'm, but again, like this, like about this familiar people I keep seeing, like I see these comments from the same people on all of my, it's not just like one type of video, it's like all of the videos. I see the same people. They're like, hey, you know, what's up, Jank? Well, whatever. And like, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, he's like, I know you at this point. Like, it genuinely feels like I know some of these people, like, because I've seen them so often. And I'm like, hey, you know, I like talking. And it's like, there's some kind, I feel bad because there's some sort of bias sometimes. Like, if I see the same person that I've had left a comment a bunch of times on all of my different videos, and like, I know that they've been watching this, I literally, like, I get this like animated feeling, like, oh my God, it's that person. Like, you know, like it's like, it's weird. It's like a weird way to say it, but it's like, I'm like looking at these people that are like subscribed to me, like I'm a fan of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get hyped to see them. And I feel like in a lot of circumstances people would assume it'd be the other way around, but I literally see somebody's face and or somebody's profile picture that I've seen 100 times in these other videos, and they're like, this is a good video, and they're like, oh, and or like talking about a very specific moment in the video, so it's like, I know you watched it, and I'm just like, oh my God, it's this person. It's such a stupid thing, but like, I don't know, it just, every time I see that I get so hyped. I'm like, bro, I love seeing those people, man. Like, and it's always so nice to see be able to talk to those people every time, and those people come back to these types of videos too, and like talk about how they watched me from this point to that point, and they're just like, yeah, I'll support you all the way, and you deserve this stuff and all that. And I'm just like, I cannot even express the appreciation I have for all those people, you know, that do that. And then it's not just the people that are familiar. Like, sometimes there are other people that are new to the channel and say things like this. Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want to seem like I don't appreciate everyone. Obviously I do, you know. It's just, I just happen to remember certain people. When I see them every time, I get like all giddy, you know what I'm saying? But like, I do see all these other people that have been, especially like on these recent videos, I've been doing these reaction videos, which I never knew would take off. I just kind of did it for fun, because I'm just a channel that's going to be doing, you know, I'm just doing whatever I want, you know? And anyway, it's just all those new people coming in, and they're just like, yeah, you know, you deserve this and that. I can't wait till you're like this. There are people comparing me. I said this in my last video that probably went up today, I think. But I said this in my last video. People are comparing me to other people. That somebody said I'm the next Corey Kenshin, and I'm like, whoa, that's a big dude, man. That's the guy. That's high up there, man. I don't know if I could go. I could compare to him, dude. But I'm like, I'm just trying to be like all those people that I grew up watching. Like I always say, like, you know, especially when you think like, I'm gonna get like, there are people, I'm thinking about all the YouTubers I know, and I'm just thinking they're probably getting closer to the time where they're gonna retire, and I'm just like, man, that's like, it's crazy, because I grew up with them. They were part of the people that raised me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I grew up watching them every time, going for food, grabbing, or like watching a YouTube video before bed, whatever. And I just, like, my boy Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Dashy, you know, my whole crew, I'm just like, there's gonna be a time soon where they're all gonna retire, and I'm gonna be like, one thing I really hope that can happen is I can like actually be able to communicate somehow to these people, you know, before all that happens, you know, because obviously if they retire, they're not gonna have a reason to like talk to a YouTuber like me anymore. They're already done, and that's okay. That, like, they've been doing it a long time. But I'm saying, like, I hope that by some miracle there is a chance that all the people that made me decide to try to do this, I have a chance to talk to them. I'm kind of going on a tangent here, but you know, my point is, in this case also, is this, like, those people are going to end up passing down the torch at some point, right? And I kind of want to just try to be one of the people to catch it and, you know, be the one to pass it on later at some point. You know, I want to take that torch and try to be the YouTuber that, you know, people need to have to bring them positivity, to motivation, things like that. The same ones that motivated me to get to this point too, you know? Like, so that's really the whole goal, and I really hope that it's coming through at some point. I don't know. I just want y'all, like, I'm glad I have my camera on so I can actually feel like I'm talking to you guys, but like I want y'all to really understand. I'm trying to be like, convince you guys to just, you know, stay motivated, do what you guys want to do, you know what I'm saying, and be positive. It's not always easy, but be as positive as you can, and if you can't, I'm gonna try to help somehow through, like, maybe making you laugh today or making you feel good about this thing tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm trying to do here. And that's going to be through the gameplays. That'll be through the reaction videos. That'll be through when I do my film stuff. You know, you see that stuff. Maybe you laugh at that, or maybe it makes you want to try to do that stuff. Or even with the music stuff. Like, you know, my last album, my whole premise of that album was to try to convince people to do what they want to do and try to move forward no matter what happens. Like, that's kind of my whole vibe. And so that's kind of what this channel is for. Not only that, but obviously for me to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not going to deny that. I really like what I'm doing right now. I hope that I can make this a full-time job in the future or something, because, like, you know, it's always weird to go back to my other real job after this, and then like my in-person job. I don't say real job. This is obviously a real job to me too, but, you know, go back to doing that, and then after going there, come here and do what I actually want to do, because the thing I do in person right now, don't care for it. It's not terrible, but it's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do, and I love doing this, man. It feels good every time I sit in front of my computer in front of me over here and just get ready to talk to you guys through commentary while I'm doing what I want to do. It's just I feel I'm making this video so long. I'm so sorry. It's just I didn't script it. If I scripted it, it would have been shorter, but I didn't want to script it. I wanted to just, it didn't feel right. It doesn't feel genuine if I'm not just talking, you know? But this is just, thanks for 5,000, you know? It's just, it's really crazy. I hope that y'all really want to stick around for whatever I'm doing in the future. All the stuff I plan, not just, you know, one and done video thing like here and that, because that was the thing I was having issues with 98XX, is like I realized that if it wasn't that, I wouldn't have the same support, which can kind of mess with you a little bit, because then it makes you feel like you can't do anything else, and that's never really, it's hard to you got to motivate yourself to be like, nah, it's not that. Surely there's like, I'm gonna be able to do whatever I want and it'll catch on at some point, you know, just because of, you just gotta be yourself, you know, and eventually it'll work out. And that's kind of how it is. And I'm just, like I said, anyway, I'm hoping that that's how it sticks around, because it really feels like there's a group that we're forming here, like an actual like family of people. I'm seeing the same people all the time in my comments asking me, and the people asking me to do things is such a good feel. Like I feel like a lot of the time in the past, I was just trying to figure out what to do, searching the most recent horror game to play or whatever, and then it's just that one looks like fun, bam, play that. Now I have people asking me to play things, which is a new realm. I didn't really have that. I just kind of had people enjoying what I was choosing to do, which I'm going to do sometimes too still. I'm not going to stop doing that. But to have people asking me for things too, it makes it feel like a community. Like it's not just me anymore. It's us, you know? And it's just awesome. That's really what it boils down to. It's just really a good feeling. I'm in a good mood now, you know, even though I feel like I'm not talking as animated as I usually would be, but that's just because I'm just talking, you know, not, you know, hyper in my animation or my watching animations or whatever, you know. What am I even talking about anymore? I'm so sorry, man. Anyway, so that's a long-winded way of saying I appreciate every last one of you guys for the 5,000, and you know, here's to 5,000 more. You know, we set the goal to 10,000 officially by the end of the year in this video right here. But yeah, I appreciate everyone. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hopefully you'll stick around for more, and hopefully this family continues to grow. And with all that being said, I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.
We finally did it. We hit 1,000 subs, man. I cannot believe this.